Hello everyone, welcome back to the new episode of my tutorial series on software development. In the previous episode, we have successfully added functionality to display all the transactions and also filter the transaction by transaction type. In this episode, we will display all the products and its quantity in our inventory menu, and we will also filter the display of products based on its category also. So without further delay, let's move to our tutorial. So first of all, we'll need to open our project. So I'll go to my project folder, which is AnyStore, and I will open a project file which is anystore.solution for me. So this project will open on Visual Studio. Now first step, we need to go to Solution Explorer and let's open our admin dashboard, which is FRM admin dashboard, and this feature will be added under our inventory menu. So inventory menu is also available on user dashboard. I think let's open our user dashboard also. So this is a user dashboard, so it also has an inventory, and admin dashboard also has an inventory. So we need to link on both of these dashboards. So first of all, we'll need to design a form for our inventory. So let's go to Solution Explorer, let's go to UI folder and right click on UI folder, click on add, click on new item and search for Windows form. Select the Windows form and give its name. It will be FRM inventory and click on add or press enter to add. So I'll click on add. So this will be our form to display all the products and product quantity, and also filter the product quantity based on its category. So I think this will be good. So let's select the form, go to properties, and I want to change its form border style property from sizable to none. So select the property form border style and select the icon and change it from sizable to none, so it will look like this. Now we need to change its background color as well. So I'll go to back color up here and change from control to scroll bar. So search for scroll bar. So here's the scroll bar, so it will turn into a gray background. So another property we need to change is start position. So go to the start position property and change its property from Windows default location to center screen. So I'll change it to center screen. So that's it. Let's save it by pressing Ctrl and S. Now we need to add a header, label and a picture box. For that I will copy from another form, like form transactions we created earlier. So I'll go to Solution Explorer and inside the UI folder let's search for form transactions. Here it is. So I'll just double click on it to open. So this is it. Now I'll copy the header, label and picture box from this form. So I'll just drag above the transaction type combo box and select the label, background and picture box. So select label, header and picture box and copy by pressing Ctrl and C, and I will paste in form inventory design here. So I'll press Ctrl and V to save it. I think I need to make our form little bigger. Oh, I think this will be good. So here we have a picture box for close icon, and we need to change its label from transactions to inventory. So I'll select the label, go to properties and change its text to inventory, INVENTORY, inventory. So that's it. Now we need to add our data grid view here to display all the products and its quantity. So I'll just select toolbox and search for data grid view, drag and drop in our form, and we need to make it bigger up to this size. Let's make it bigger. Let's change its name. So I'll just select the data grid view and go to properties and click on here. We are on properties. So in name we will give its name DGV products. So that's it. Now we need to add a label and a combo box to select the category and a button to show all the products. So I'll go to toolbox, search for label first, LABEL, drag and drop label here and select the label, go to properties and change its name to LBL category and change this font properties. Select the font and click on this three dots icon. Now we need to change it to Sego UI and change its font to regular and size to 10 and press OK. Now we need to change its text, so text will be category, small a, category. That's it. Now we need to add a combo box here so that we can select categories easily. So I'll search for combo box and just drag and drop combo box here. Now we need to make it little bigger. Let's select the combo box and go to properties and let's change its properties. So it will be CMB categories, and we'll change this font properties. So go to the font and change its properties from Microsoft Sans Serif to Sego UI, and its font size will be 10. So click on OK. So that's it. Now we will add a button to display all the products here. So I'll just go toolbox and search for button. So drag and drop button here and let's make it little bigger, and I will make a little bigger up to this size. Then select the button and change its properties. Go to properties and its name will be BTN all, and we will change this font properties from Microsoft to Sego UI. Its size will be 10. OK, and let's change this flat style from standard to flat, and we will also change the text, so it will be so all. So this is it, guys. We have successfully designed a form. Let's save it by pressing Ctrl and S. First I will add a functionality to close this close this form when we click on this close icon. So I'll just double click on this picture box. So just double click on this close icon, so it will create a picture box close event. So here we will add a functionality to close this form. Add functionality to close this form. So this dot hide, so this code will close the form when we click on close picture box. Now we need to link this form in our user dashboard as well as admin dashboard. So I'll go to admin dashboard first and double click on inventory menu. So I'll just double click on this inventory menu, and we have created inventory tool menu is strip click event. So here we will link our form inventory. FRM inventory INV NTR inventory is equals to new, and I forgot to give space. So INV NTR inventory is equals to new and form inventory. So that's it, and we will open the form. So inventory dot so this two line of code will link our form with admin dashboard. Similarly, we need to link our inventory form with our user dashboard as well. So I'll go to user dashboard and double click on inventory menu. So I'll just double click on inventory menu. Here we will add a code to display our inventory form. So FRM inventory INVENTR inventory is equals to new form inventory. That's it, and we will display the form. So inventory dot so that's it. So this code will open the form when we click on inventory menu. So I'll save it by pressing Ctrl and S. Now let's go to our form inventory design. So here, and what I want to do is whenever form is loaded, I want to load categories in this combo box as well, and I want to load data, all the products in data grid view as well. So I'll just create a form load event by double clicking on this blank area. So just double click on blank space to create a form load event. So we have successfully created a form load event. So first step is to display the categories in combo box. So display the categories in combo box. For this we need to create a object of categories DL. So let's create a categories DL object. So categories categories DAL CDL is equals to new, and then categories DL. Don't worry about the error, just hover over the error and click on show potential fixes and select the first option, which is using anystore.dal. Now we will use the CDAL object of categories DAL to display the categories from database. So we will need to create a data table first. So data table CDT categories data table is equals to CDAL dot select, not search, select. We will use a select method we created inside the categories DAL in our categories module. So that's it. This will select all the categories from database and store those data in data table. Now we need to add this data table to our combo box. So I will give data source to the combo box. So cmb categories dot data source is equal to CDT. That's it. Now we need to give a value member and display member for combo box as well. So give the value member and display member for combo box. So cmb categories dot display member is equals to name, not name, I forgot, its title. We do not have name in our database in categories table. So I'll just expand the anystore database, expand the tables and expand categories. Here we have title, so I'll just display the title, and its value member will also be a title. So cmb categories dot value member is equals to titl title. So that's it. So this will display all the categories in our combo box when we load the form. So similarly we need to display all the products in our data grid view. So display all the products in data grid view when the form is loaded. For this we will need to create a object for products DL as well. So products products DL p DL is equals to new product DL. Now we will use this product DL to display all the data in data grid view. So for that we'll also create another data table for to display products. So data table pdt is equals to new product data table. That's it. Now not new, yes new, we will not create a new data table. It will be a pdal dot select. That's it. Now we will give a data source to our data grid view. So dgv products dot data source is equals to pdt. So that's it guys. So this will display all the products from our database into our data grid view. So let's save it by pressing Ctrl and yes. And now let's check it out, this functionality to display all the categories in combo box and all the products in data grid view works or not. So I'll just click on start button and first login with admin credentials, which is admin and user type is admin. So let's login successful. So I'll just click on inventory. So this is guys, we have successfully displayed all the products from our database, which is YY, Fanta and cookies. We have quantity 22. So this is it. We have also loaded all the categories in our combo box as well. Now we will add a functionality to display the products based on categories when we select on drinks, all the products related to drinks should be displayed, and when we select on food, all the products related to food should be displayed here. And when we click on show all button, all the products should be displayed. So let's close this form and let's add that functionality. So I'll just close this form and close this. So let's stop this application. Now in order to add that functionality, we need to create another method in our products DAL to display the category to display the products based on categories. So let's go to our Solution Explorer, let's expand our DAL folder, and I will open our products DAL. So just double click on products DAL, and here we will create a method to display products based on categories. So let's create a region hash, region display products based on categories, and I'll end this region has in region, and between this region we will create a method which is of data table data type. So public data table display product by category, and we will pass a string variable of category. So that's it. Let's start our curly braces, and first step is to create a SQL connection, and don't worry about the error, we will fix it by creating a data table and returning it. So it will be SQL connection first. So SQL connection con is equals to new SQL connection. We will use my connection string which we created at the top of our data access layer, and we will create a data table to store data temporarily. So dt is equals to new data table and semicolon, and we'll return this data table, return dt. So we fixed the error. Now after the data table we need to write the actual code to display all the products based on category. So I'll start with try block, try, and then catch exception ex, and then finally we will close the database connection. So connection dot close, and in exception we will display the message if we have any exceptional error. So message box dot show ex dot message. So that's it. Now we will write the SQL query inside our try block to display the products based on category. So SQL query to display products based on category. So string SQL is equals to select asterisk from tbl underscore products where category is equals to single quote and then double quote and then plus plus. We'll pass here category. So that's it. So this query will display all the products based on the category. So next step is to create a SQL command to execute this query. So SQL command cmd is equals to new SQL command based on SQL and database connection. So that's it. Now we need to create SQL data adapter to hold the data from database. So SQL data adapter is equals to new SQL data adapter, and we'll pass cmd here. So that's it. Now we need to open the database connection, open database connection here. So connection dot open, then we will pass the value from SQL data adapter to our data table. So adapter dot fill and dt. So that's it guys, we have successfully created a method to display products by category. Let's save it by pressing Ctrl and yes. I will minimize this method and we will go to our form inventory design. Here it is, form inventory design. Now we need to display the categories based on the categories selected on combo box. So I'll just select the combo box and go to the properties and click on this thunder icon to create a text change event. So I'll just click on thunder icon. So we need to create a selected index change event. So I'll just double click on selected index changed. So here we will write the code to display all the products based on selected category. So first step is to get the selected category. So cmb categories dot text, sorry, we need to create a string variable first. So string category is equals to cmb categories dot text. So that's it. Now we will use a method we created in product dal that display products based on category to display all the products based on category in our data grid view. So data table dt is equals to pdal dot display products by categories, and we'll pass category here. So that's it. Now we will give a data source to our data grid view. So dgb products dot data source is equals to dt. So this will display all the products based on category inside our data grid view. And similarly, let's save it by pressing Ctrl and S. And similarly, we also need to add a functionality to display all the products when we click on show all button. So I'll just select the button and double click in it to create a button click event. So let's create a button click event by double clicking on this button. So this is it. Now we need to display all the products when this button is clicked. So data table dt is equals to pdal dot select, and we do not need to pass anything, and we'll give a data source to our data grid view. So dg products dot data source is equals to dt. So that's it guys, this will display all the products in our data grid view whenever we click on button show all event, show all button. So let's save it by pressing Ctrl and S. Now let's start the project and see if this functionality works or not. Let's click on start button. So I will log in with admin credentials, admin admin, password is admin, and user type is admin, and let's log in. Login successful. I'll click on inventory menu. So this is it, we are showing all the products. Now I'll select one of the categories here. So I'll select food. So we are displaying the products based on food category only. Now I'll select drinks. So all the products is shown here, all the products related to drinks is shown here. So this is it, we have successfully displayed the products based on the categories. Now let's click on show all button. I'll click on show all button, so all the products are shown here successfully. So this is it. Now let's check it out in our user dashboard as well. So I'll just close this and close this. Now let's log in with user credentials, user type is user. Let's login successful. Let's click on inventory. We are displaying all the products here, and based on categories also, and so all. So this is it guys, we have successfully added a functionality to display all the products in inventory form and also filter by their categories. So this concludes the end of this tutorial series on how to create billing system in C#. If you are watching this video, then congratulations, you have successfully completed this tutorial series and created an awesome project in C#. So now I would like you to comment I have completed this course successfully in the comment section below, so I will know that how many users have successfully completed this series. And If you like this video, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And if you have any confusion related to this video, or if you have any suggestions for me, then don't forget to comment. I'll reply as soon as possible. And once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on next tutorial series. So till then, see you soon. Bye bye, take care.